The only way we can secure that policies are responsive to the needs and concerns of young people, because they are definitely in a better position to reflect their own concerns, aspirations, and needs, and about the outcome of this very important debate and dialogue. And we are really depending heavily on your contribution, and we understand that the future depends on on young people being healthy, educated, empowered to make informed decisions and resilient in the face of change. When young people have a say in their choices that are made, policies and services are more likely to respond to their rights and needs. This is the right time. This is your time. Make your voice heard. Thank you.
I know is going to be a very inspiring, creative and productive event by youth, for youth, led by youth. This is really wonderful. So it's going to be a great 2 days for you, and it's by extension going to be a great 2 days for us as well. A lot has already been said, so I'd like to just say a couple of things in addition. So first of all, of course, also UNICEF, as UNICEF, we are very happy to be associated with this event. A lot of that is behind these 2 days, and also really big thanks to the School of Leadership, who I know are fantastic. We've also worked with them very, very well, and this will also be a real contributor to the success. Now for UNICEF, to say that we also very strongly believe in engaging children, adolescents and youth, young people overall, in the world around them, and engaging with issues that concern them. And we also in UNICEF, we believe that this can start really at any age. Young children also engage, but it is particularly when you become an adolescent, when you become a young adult, that you really can start giving greater voice to your concerns, your issues, and that hopefully that this voice can be brought together, as this event is doing, to have some influence on policies, on decisions that are made about young people, about the country you are in, to make sure that there is improvement in the country that meets the needs also of young people and builds on the energy and the ideas that they have. And we see now all over the world that young people are really standing up and saying, we want to be heard, we need to be heard, we have ideas for the world and how it needs to be developed. And so you here too, I think you are part of something that's really much bigger. The young people all over the world coming together, having these kinds of discussions. So this is also really wonderful. What I'd also like to say is that UNICEF, along with other organizations in the UN, and many governments, private sector partners,
is providing assistance to provide assistance for very important for young people, that is capacity building and education. JICA and Ministry of Education in Japan provided opportunity so that the young people in Pakistan go to Japan and study in Japan. We providing some programs already, and also as for vocational training, with the support of UNDP, programs, Japan is committed to provide assistance to youth, to enhance youth power. And in 2020, this year, Japan will host Olympic Paralympic Games in Tokyo this summer. And 4 athletes from Pakistan already will participate in this Olympic Games. But many young athletes will come into Tokyo. So in that sense, sport could be one area where we can cooperate. And actually, very young people in Japanese young people are interested in cricket. Believe me, and already 300 cricket teams are registered at the Japanese Cricket Association. So, so that kind of people-to-people exchange between Pakistan will further enhance cooperation to enhance empowerment of youth power. So, in concluding my speech, with the cooperation of international organization, UNDP, UNFPA, and UNICEF, and also diplomatic corps from Norway and other donors, and of course, Pakistani government, Mr. Usman Dar's office. Japan would like to cooperate with all stakeholders to enhance youth power. And finally, I wish this forum will provide very fruitful outcome through discussions among us. Thank you very much. Shukriya.
Now, when we speak about the importance of youth empowerment, there are often many cliches we apply to it. But in this case, I think that cliches are actually true. Youth is the future, youth can bring change, and youth have the solutions that many others overlook. I'm very pleased to be here because this event is about making these slogans reality. We have to translate words into action to make them true. And that is not about us diplomats making speeches on stage. It's about you guys defining needs, and it's about you guys finding solutions to the challenges that society faces. And from my interactions with UNDP, and also from what I've been reading from the regional forums, I couldn't think of any better persons to do it than you are in the room today. I'm glad that you get the chance to get to know each other, to share experiences, and to build on each other's capacities, because we need to I've seen myself that when we're alone, it's difficult, but when you kind of create togetherness, you can actually bring about a different future. I also hope that this forum provides you with the opportunities to make links with the decision makers and the stakeholders that's needed to kind of advance the agenda of youth empowerment. And on that note, I wish to commend the Pakistani government for its focus on youth and youth inclusion to ensure sustainable development. So why does Norway engage in this topic here in Pakistan? We've been cooperating with UNDP since 2003, and in 2015 we formed a program on youth inclusion and empowerment as a special focus for our cooperation. We've been particularly focused in KP, but I'm so happy to kind of see the programs in the various regions combining, because the exchange of information and the change of experience is really what kind of can make the agenda go forward. We believe that including you is key in realizing sustainable development. Like the UN, Norway sees youth as critical thinkers, change makers, leaders, communicators, and innovators. But if society is to benefit from the potential that you guys represent, you must be given the space for engagement, and society must ensure you empowerment. Therefore, I wish to thank the organizer for hosting this important event and for letting me give these introductory remarks. I found it inspiring to learn about the regional forums, seeing how they also kind of focused on capacity training, such as negotiation skills and dialogue skills, advocacy and community mobilization skills. Those are the kind of things that one needs to create the empowerment. Nonetheless, we have to realize that there are challenges as well. Securing access to education and employment is important, and equally to create engagement in society. Now, that's easy to say.
Foreign dignities, member parliamentarians, our females are here, and all those young people who have traveled across Pakistan, Assalamu alaikum, and good morning. Let's begin with the cricket. I really hope, sir, Norway will qualify for next World Cup, Cricket World Cup. Hopefully, since you guys are playing very well. As you might, all know that Pakistan is the second youngest country in the region and the fifth populous country in the world. So keeping in mind youth bulge and hundreds of thousands young people coming to the job market, this is why youth socio-economic empowerment is our government's top priority. And you can see the launch of Kamyab Jawan is the testament to that. Before coming to Kamyab Jawan, I would like to emphasize about the first ever National Youth Development Framework, which has been designed by our government after the massive consultative process with national, international youth experts. And I would like to thank you, UNDP, as well, for your technical support while developing National Youth Development Framework. So what we have done, basically, we try to focus on 6 thematic areas: socio-economic empowerment, mainstream marginalized youth, civic engagement, health and well-being, social protection, and mainly what we believe, institutional change in Pakistan. The 6th core thematic area of our National Youth Development Framework is youth-led institutional change in Pakistan, because there is no institution exists right now in the federal which could coordinate with the provinces. So the main idea behind developing National Youth Development Framework is that at least whatever youth empowerment program national government from federal wants to run, so they can coordinate with the provinces as well. So keeping in mind National Youth Development Framework, and as I said, that hundreds of thousands young people across Pakistan, they are coming to job market, so we tried our best with this Kamyab Jawan program. So let me reiterate those 6 flagship initiatives of our Kamyab Jawan program. Mainly, the first one where Prime Minister Imran Khan parked approximately 100 billion rupees for the young people who are not able to start their business due to financial constraints, or they don't have access to finance. So we are giving them concessionary loans for the 8 years period. So whoever, young male or female, they have skill set but they don't have access to finance, so they can start their own business. And let me tell you, in 2 weeks, once we launched it in 17th October 2019, 1 million applications we got across Pakistan to start their businesses. So those applications are under process with transparent and merit-based system. Since it was strictly advised by the Prime Minister, the entire Kamyab Jawan program has to be transparent, merit-based, unbiased, no political interference. And once again, I would like to thank you, UNDP, that they sponsored us for the launch of that Kamyab Jawan program as well. At the same time, I would like to thank you, UNICEF as well, Embassy of Japan, Embassy of Norway, and UN FAP, because for your continued support. I still believe all those international donor agencies who are trying their best with their financial support as well, and with their technical know-how to empower our young people in the country. And I have seen YES program, YEP, the Youth Empowerment Program of UNDP, and I must congratulate UNDP. They tried their best to empower our youth in KP and Sindh mainly. So let me come back to the Kamyab Jawan. So the youth empowerment scheme which we call YES, the main core vision, or you can say the mission of that youth entrepreneur scheme is to create jobs through businesses, small scale businesses or cottage industry. And you can see all over the world, small and medium industries are the real such job creation engines, you know. Large scale industry bring the technology in your country, but if you have a strong base of your SME sector, that can create thousands, hundreds of thousands jobs in the country. So this is why we are mainly focusing and giving opportunity to our young people through financial sports. They should be able to start their own businesses. And first phase, we are targeting at least 200,000 young people should be able to start their own business in the next couple of years. And trust me, because my background is as an industrial background, and I truly believe in this project where we are supporting financially our young people. All what we need that they should have a business plan, because it's not a grant or it's not a lottery. What I have seen so far, most of the young people, when they applied for the loan and when we start questioning them through telephone calls, most of them, they don't have a business plan. So my message to them that please, because we are going to relaunch it again for the second phase, so you should come up with a proper business plan, because it's taxpayer money and we want to make sure every single rupees should be given to those young people in the country who have capacity or skill to start their own business. So the second initiative, which was launched by Prime Minister of Pakistan, Imran Khan, as well last week, it's a skill development program. And I'm again thankful to the Prime Minister, Imran Khan. He gave 30 billion rupees for the skill set of young people in the country. Here, my message to young people that what I have seen, most of them, they are not showing their interest in the past getting skill set through educational system, because they feel more comfort with this Ustad Shagird model, you know, in Pakistan, like you just go to the workshop and then you start getting training from the guy over there. Just a degree from university is not enough in today's world. So you have to have a skill. So this is what for Prime Minister Imran Khan has started this Hunarmand Pakistan. So our in that program we are going to give skill set to 500,000 young people in the country. And first time, let me tell you, first time, and it's the core vision of my leader, my Prime Minister Imran Khan, that we should give skill set to our young people, keeping in mind 21st century challenges. So this is why first time in Pakistan we are going to give skill technical trainings in emerging technologies like artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, blockchain, cloud computing, big data. So I really hope, so far I was just checking the data, approximately 30,000 young people, they have applied for this program so far. So they must come forward, because as I said, degree is not enough today. You have to have skills. So government is facilitating you. So I really hope by 24th of January we are going to close this application process. So all those young people who are listening to me through cameras or social media, they for sure they will become part of this program. Another 4 programs, because we are planning to launch every 8 to 10 weeks a new program. So next program which is in pipeline, it's a Kamyab Jawan Startup Pakistan. So all those our skilled, talented young male, female who are studying right now in universities, or few of them are out of universities, we are trying to give them a platform in shape of Startup Pakistan. So whatever idea they have, first of all, we will give them entrepreneurship scheme training during their studies. Plus, if they have any idea, if we see in the world today, this Facebook or Alibaba or Amazon, all those were startups. So they just turn around the world economy. And Prime Minister Imran Khan believes, our government believes, I personally believe in this project. If one startup in Pakistan, we are able to launch it properly and it gets successful, it can turn around the entire economy of our country. So Prime Minister Imran Khan decided to facilitate and support young people through startups, and we are going to run Prime Minister Innovation League competition through that startup program. So all those young people who will come up with 10 best startups, government will grant them to support them till the launching, and I really hope we will be able to get at least a couple of good startups in Pakistan as well. So after startup, there is another program in pipeline. As you know, the climate change is quite close to Prime Minister's heart, so he likes that our young people should be engaged as there are 3 E's. We are focusing education, employment, and social engagement. So that program, Kamyab Jawan Sarsabs Pakistan Green Youth Movement, we are planning to start green campuses in all universities. In first phase, we are going to do in public sector universities, 109 universities, and then we will go to private universities to give the awareness our young people on environment and give them opportunity on the eco vision. So through competition, we will try to give them as well awareness. And the number 5th is the internship, national internship program. That program is almost done as well. Basically, we are every year 500,000 students coming out of universities, and we want to give them job exposure through internship programs. So at least going for their main job program or getting started their own business, they should be able to get 1 year job exposure directly from the industry. So academia means HEC, government and industry we are going to start this program, and it's almost there. Number 6, I was just having meeting with our health minister, Dr. Mirza, Zafar Mirza, and we are coming up with because I was thinking as well what we are able to do in health sector for our young people. So I'm glad to tell you that we are coming up with the program Kamyab Jawan Sehtmand Pakistan, means healthy Pakistan. So they are like there is a big gap between nursing in our hospitals. We have approximately 150,000 nursing young females who are working in our hospitals. So in that program, we are going to target 2 areas of our youth. One, women youth empowerment through this Sehtmand program, as we are going to target 1 million young nurses. We are going to give them training through technical colleges for the nursing courses plus stipend. And then the minorities, we will give opportunity to minorities as well, that they can become the part of Kamyab Jawan Sehtmand program. So these 6 programs mainly we have started for the socio-economic empowerment of our young people across Pakistan. And I assure all those young people who will become part of this Kamyab Jawan program, if they become part of this program honestly and they work with this program with full responsibility, I assure you, you guys will be successful in your lifetime. Because this program, we just not started as a political motivated or just to claim in future that all those youth programs being run in the past, mainly those programs were politically motivated. There was no well thought process behind the program, or as I said, the massive consultation with national, international youth experts, society, NGOs, even young people. I can see few of our national youth members sitting here. So the basic idea was to empower our young people in real terms, not just a number games like in the past. If there's a skill program, they just try to announce we are going to train 100,000 youth, but there was no, in our like skill set program, Prime Minister first constituted the National Skill Strategy Task Force. So each and every program has some well thought process behind it. So it's been well backed by any task force or the recommendation. So I truly believe this Kamyab Yuvan program will have great impact in job creation, empowering our youth in future, and they should be able to start their own business. In the end, I would like to thank you once again, UNDP and UNICEF, UNFAP, Embassy of Japan, Norwegian, and all those donor agencies who are not right now here, because government of Pakistan highly appreciate your efforts. It's not in terms of finance only, in terms of your skill, technical support, because mainly I'm working with UNDP and they have given us technical support as well. And whenever I need the guidelines from them or any other British council is, if any of them from British council is here, so they are giving us guidelines as well. So thank you so much everyone, and in the end I assure all those young people who have traveled all the way across Pakistan, you guys here to give us your suggestions, your inputs, and I promise you, whatever input or suggestions you will give us here in this forum, I will make sure, government will make sure those suggestions should be the part of our policy or programs for the youth which we are going to run for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Dar.